Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through mathematics paper WMA14/01 Pearson Edexcel. This is pure mathematics paper 4 international advanced level. Question number 1. Given that k is a constant and binomial expansion of this one x, kx mod is less than 1 is in ascending powers of x up to the term in x cube is this one. So a and b values we need to find. A part is find the value of k and b part will be find the value of constant a and constant b. These two parts are 5 marks. So what we will do, we will start with the binomial expansion. So 1 plus uh, first of all, we can write the formula for binomial expansion 1 plus x raised to the power n. We can write formula this will be equal to 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 over 2 factorial and plus this will be x squared and plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 over 3 factorial. So this one and plus then so on, and next term will be plus, last term we can write basically rth term we can write n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 so on up to n minus r plus 1 over r factorial and x raised to the power r plus so on, and this will continue up to infinity. This is basically binomial expansion which we have written, and now we can write binomial expansion for this given one, which is root of 1 plus kx. So we can write 1 plus kx raised to the power 1 by 2, and in this expansion we need first 3 terms. Basically we require x cube term in x cube. So first term will be same, which is 1 plus n value, n is 1 by 2, so n into kx which is into x which is kx in this case, so we'll write kx plus next term we will be replacing in this one now. So this will be what, n which is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 minus 1 will be minus 1 by 2, and this will be divided by 2 factorial into kx squared, and now the cubic term will be plus 1 by 2 into minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 minus 2 will be minus 3 by 2 and divided by 3 factorial, and this will be multiplied by kx cubed. So this will be kx cubed. In this we missed basically x cubed, which we can write over here, and plus 1. So hopefully you are understanding this first step. Now next what we can do, we can simplify this, and we can basically it is given in this one. If we compare this one with our 3 terms, first term is 1 and second term coefficient of x is 1 by 8 over here, and we can compare this k 1 by 2, k is equal to 1 by 8. This implies what, k is equal to 2 over 8, which is equal to 1 by 4. So k value is 1 by 4. K is equal to 1 by 4. So this is the value which we found. Now we can compare a and b also. So coefficient of x square will be a, and a part, if we want to circle, this will be the a part, and we can write a as a will be a is equal to 1 by 2 into minus 1 by 2 and divided by 2 factorial and k squared. So this is basically the this one coefficient of x, and coefficient of x is a in this case. So this k value which we found 1 by 4 we can replace over here. So this implies 1 by 2 into minus 1 by 2 over 2 factorial and into 1 by 4 squared. And if we solve this with the help of calculator, so it will be fraction 1 over 2 and multiply by minus 1 over 2, and this will be bracket closed, and over 2 factorial. So over 2 factorial we can write over here, and the next will be multiplication 1 by 4, 1 over 4, and this will be squared. So this one squared is equal to minus 1 over 128 minus 1 over 128. This is basically the a value. Now similarly we can compare the b also. Coefficient of x cube is b, so we can mark the coefficient of x square will be what? This will be coefficient of x square, and this one basically this should be k x cube. K should be in brackets, so we did mistake, so we can take cube over here. Yes, so this is also rectified. Now what we can do, we can replace in this b value. We can find b value will be equal to 1 by 2 into minus 1 by 2 into minus 3 by 2 divided by 3 factorial and k cubed. K cubed will be equal to, now we can replace the value of k, which is 1 by 4, so it will be 1 over 2. So we can multiply basically mentally also, so it will be plus 3 over 8, and this will be over 3 factorial and multiply by 1 by 4 cubed, and this will be, we can simplify this, so it will be 3 over 8, 3 over 8, and fraction will be 3 factorial. So 3 factorial is basically 3 factorial will be, we have to write factorial like this one, and this will be multiplied by 1. We have to rewrite this fraction, so it will be fraction over fraction, so 3 over 8 over, this will be 3 factorial, and this will be multiplied by 1 over 4, and this should be square, so we need bracket for this one, and after closing bracket we can take cube basically. So power 3, and this is equal to 1 over 1024. So 1 over 1024, this will be the value of b. We found values of a and b, which was required task, and this is basically done. 5 marks part we are done. We found the value of k and value of a and b, and now b part, use the expansion to find an expression approximate value to this 1 minus 1 over 5 square root. Show your working and give your answer to 6 decimal places. So what we have to do, basically we will take 1 plus kx. So b well part we can start over here. So 1 plus kx, in this case we can take equal to 1.15, and if we split this one 1.15, we can rewrite in this format, 1 plus kx format, 1 plus 0.25. This is basically, we can write in this format 1 plus 25. 1 plus 25 we can write over here. 1 plus kx, and k value is 1 by 4. K value is 1 over 4, which we can write as 0.5. So that's why we have written like this, and this is equal to 1.15. And now we can this will be x also. So over here we missed x, so now we can open this one, and 0.25x is equal to 1.15 minus 1, and which is equal to 0.15. Now x value we can find 0.15 divided by 0.25, and this will be what? So we can divide 0.15 divided by 0.25, and this is equal to 0.6. So x value is 0.6, which we can replace in this expansion which we have finally done, which is 1 plus 1 by 8, 1 by 2, k value is 1 by 8. So we will write expansion of this one. So this implies expansion of 1.15 is equal to what? 1 plus 1 over 8 into x, and x value is 0.6. So we can write here 0.6, and minus a value is what? A value is 1 minus 1 over 128. So this will also be 0.6 squared, and then next will be plus 1 over b value, which is 1024, and this will be 0.6 cubed, and we can find this by the help of calculator. So it will be 1 plus 1 over 8, 1 over 8, and this will be multiplied by 0.6, and minus 1 over 128, and this will be also multiplied by 0.6, and this should be squared, and plus 1 over 1024, and this one will be 0.6, and this will be cubed, and this is equal to 1.072 3984 and 38. So this is the calculator numbers, and we have to provide up to 6 digits. So up to 6 digits we will remove this one, so 6 decimal places. So this is 4, which is less than 5, so our rounded answer will be 1.072398. This will be our final answer for this b part. B part starts from here. No, sorry, b part we have written already, it's starting from there. So this is also done. Now we can move to question number 2. Question number 2 says this one graph is provided, and this diagram is drawn not to scale, and this is figure 1 shows a sketch of the part of the curve with equation, and equation of the curve is provided. Equation of the curve is this one, and x is greater than 3 by 2. So now what we can do, our question is, the finite region are shown shaded in figure 1 is bounded by the curve, the line with the equation y is equal to 9 and the line with the equation x is equal to 6. This region is rotated through 2 pi radians about the x-axis to form a solid of revolution. Find by algebraic integration the exact volume of the solid generated. So now what we can do, we can basically, first of all, we need to find the points. So x value over here is 6, which we know because we have to integrate from this point to this point. So we need x values for that one. What we can do, we can this is 6 value, which is clear, but x value we require for this point, which will be, x value will be around this point, and this x value is required, which we need to find. So we have this equation, so we will utilize this. Y is equal to 9 over 2x minus 3 and whole raised to the power 1.25, and this we can replace the value of 9. Y is equal to 9. We know y is equal to 9 for this point. So 9 is equal to 9 over 2x minus 3 and 1.25 we can check in fraction form. 1.25 will be 125 divided by 100. So this will be equal to 5 by 4. So we can write here 5 over 4, and we can further basically simplify. This will be equal to 2x minus 3 raised to the power 5 by 4 is equal to 1. So 9 we will shift to the other side, so 9 will be cancelled, and this will be. Now we can take power. We can take power like 2x minus 3 raised to the power 5 by 4 and whole raised to the power 4 over 5 is equal to 1 raised to the power 4 over 5. So these powers will be cancelled. So 2x minus 3 is equal to 1 raised by 4 by 5 will be 1. So 2x is equal to 4, x is equal to 2. So we got this one, x is equal to 2 value. So for this point, what will be this point? This point will be 2 and 9, and this point, which is 6x value, so it will be 6 and 0. So we have to integrate. Basically what we have done, we found the limits of the integral which we will be utilizing. Now we found the integral limits as 2 and 6. So these limits we will apply. Now we will integrate the given equation, and given equation is what? Given equation is y is equal to 9 over 2x minus 3 and this power 5 by 4, we know this is 5 by 4, we have checked with the calculator. Now to rotate it for the volume, we know for volume we have to rotate, and that will be pi into integral will be, sorry, not 0, 2 to 2 to 6, which we have found, and y square dx. This is a formula for rotation, and this will be rotated about the x-axis, which is 2 pi radians, right? So rotated through 2 pi radians, and now we need y square value. Why we have this implies y square will be equal to 9 squared will be 81, and this will be divided by 2x minus 3 raised to the power 5 by 4 and 2x minus 3 raised to the power 5 by 4, and this will be equal to 81 over 2x minus 3 raised to the power 5 by 4 plus 5 by 4. So powers will be added, 5 over 4 plus 5 over 4 will be equal to 5 by 2, which we can write 5 by 2 or we can write 2.5. So I will be writing 5 by 2. So we got this one as 5 by 2. Now this is like y square. Now we can replace here, volume will be equal to pi and limit will be 2 to 6 and 81 over 2x minus 3 raised to the power 5 by 2, and now we will be substituting. This will be basically dx, and now we will take u is equal to, we can take u is equal to 2x minus 3 we can take as u, so this implies du over dx is equal to 2, and if we reciprocate, it will be dx over du will be equal to 1 by 2. So this will be dx over du value, which we can utilize, and now we can write the next step, which we, by replacing u value, so we will get 81 pi. Also we can write outside the integral. Integral will be 2 to 6, 1 over this one will be 4 u, basically u raised to the power u raised to the power 5 by 2, 5 by 2, and dx by du will be replaced. So du will be equal to 1 by 2, dx will be replaced, basically 1 by 2 du, 1 by 2 du, this will be dx value, so we can write dx is equal to 1 by 2 du, which we have taken from this equation. Hopefully you are understanding this part. Now we can basically we can move u raised by 5 by 2 as numerator, so 81 pi, and over this 1 by 2 we can take out, and this will be over here, and integral 2 to 6, and this one we can write u raised to the power minus 5 by 2 and du. Now we can integrate also, so this will be 81 over 2 pi, and integral limits we will write, this will be u raised to the power minus 5 by 2 plus 1, minus 5 by 2 plus 1 over minus 5 by 2 plus 1, and the limits will be 2 to 6, and now we will be replacing the upper limit and lower limit, and this will be, we can simplify to this, the denominator we can take out also, because it is not containing x, so we can solve this one. Minus 5 over 2 and plus 1 is equal to minus 3 by 2, so minus 3 by 2 we can write over here as minus 2 over 3, because we are changing it from denominator to numerator, so this will be pi, and inside will be u raised to the power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 will be minus 3 by 2, so we can write here minus 3 by 2, and the limits already we know, this is 2 to x, and we know u is equal to, what is equal to 2x minus 3, which we replaced, and now we can replace that value, so we will simplify this one. 81 over this will be 2, and this will be multiplied by minus 2 over 3, so minus 2 over 3, and this will give us value which is equal to minus 27, so we can write minus 27 pi, and by replacing this u 2x minus 3, so we can replace the upper limit. So 2 into x will be 6, so 2x minus 3 and raised to the power minus 3 by 2, this one. And if we replace the lower limit, it will be 2 into u value, x value will be 2, so we'll replace 2 and minus 3 and whole raised by minus 3 by 2, and we can simplify this also. So if we simplify the inside, whatever inside the brackets, so except pi, we can write everything and simplify in one go. So it will be 12 minus 3, 12 minus 3 will be 9, and whole raised to the power will be minus 3 over 2, and next will be minus, and 4 minus 3 will be 1, so 1 raised to minus 3 by 2 will be also 1, so we will write here 1, and this will be equal to minus so basically we have done some mistake. We will again recheck. So what we'll do, I will do in steps over here. This will be 12 minus 3, so 12 minus 3 will be 9, 9 raised to the power minus 3 by 2, minus this will be 4 minus 3 will be 1, so 1 raised to the power minus 3 by 2, and we can simplify this. So this will be minus 27, and inside the bracket will be 9 raised to the power minus 3 over 2, and minus next will be minus 1, and raised to the power will be minus 3 over 2, and if we close the brackets, and this will be 26, and this is equal to 26 pi. This will be our value which we found. Now we can find basically pi from 2 to 6, and 81x will be what? This will be uh, the area which we want. This one shaded area is what we can subtract this one, so we'll find 80. We'll integrate this will be 81 pi into 6 minus 2, and this will be equal to 4 into 81 pi, and this will be equal to 4 multiplied by 81 is equal to 324 pi. 324 pi. So 324 pi is the total area. So from this one, basically we have integrated this, and we got this total area from which we will be subtracting the area which we have found over here, which is 26 pi. This area we will be subtracting from this one, and we will get the shaded area. So this will be 324 pi minus 26 pi, and this we can write shaded area is equal to this one, and 324 minus 26 will be equal to 298 pi. So 298 pi will be our final answer for this part. Hopefully you understood this question. Now question number 3. This is also diagram is provided, and they're saying a bowl with circular cross section and height 20 centimeter. This height is 20 centimeter is shown in figure 2. The bowl is initially empty, and water starts flowing into the bowl. When the depth of the water is h, depth is this one, the volume of the water in the bowl V centimeter cube is modeled by the equation. This is the equation. H is greater than equal to 0, less than equal to 20, and given that the water flows into the bowl at a constant rate of 160 centimeter cube per second, find according to the model the time taken to fill the bowl. So A part is time taken to fill the bowl, which is a 2-mark question. This is a easier part. We can take the volume equation. V is equal to 1 by 3 h squared into h plus 20, and to fill the bowl height should be 20, so height we will replace here as 20, so V will be equal to 1 by 3 into 20 squared into 20 plus 20, and this will be equal to what? This will be 1 over 3 into 20 squared and multiplied by 20 plus 20 will be 40, so this will be equal to we have done some mistake. Basically this should be h, it's not h plus 20, it is h plus 4. This is the mistake, so this will be h plus 4. So now we will be rectifying. This will be 20 plus 4 will be 24, and we will get 3200, 3200, and this will be the volume. Now dV over dt is provided. dV over dt is equal to 160, and if we integrate this one, so integral of dV over dt with respect to t will be integral of 160 dt, and this will be V will be equal to 160t, and this one we can um, we know this will be equal to, volume will be equal to what? Volume will be equal to 32, or we can write this one 3200 will be equal to 160t, and now this one we can find t is equal to 3200 divided by 160, and 3200 divided by 160 will be equal to 20, so time will be 20 for this one. So next is what? Next is B part. So the rate of change of the depth of the water in centimeter per second. So when h is equal to 5, so we have to find dh over dt. For B part, we have to find dh over dt. This is our target, and volume we know is 1 by 3 h cubed, 1 by 3 h cubed into h squared, sorry, h squared into h plus 4. This is the equation which is given, which we are utilizing this equation, and we can separate this one. Basically we will multiply, open the bracket, so it will be h cubed over 3, and plus this will be 4 by 3 h squared, and now we can take derivative. So dv over dh basically will be equal to, this will be in derivative of this one will be 3h squared over 3, and similarly derivative of this will be 2h, and this will be 4 by 3 into 2h, and now this will be equal to, after cancellation this will be cancelled, and we can write it as h squared, and plus 4 into 2 will be 8, so 8 over 3 h, so this will be dv over dh, but we need dh over dt, so we know that dh over dt, how we can apply? We can apply the chain rule, so we can write dv over dt into dt over dh, and we will be basically dv over dt into uh, dh over dv. So we can write here dh over dv. So this will be dv will be cancelled with this, and we will get dh over dt. Yes, so this is the correct thing which we have written. Now we know dv over dt is equal to 160, which we have already found. Basically v is given, basically d 160 is this one, constant rate of 160 centimeter cube per second, and this rate we will be applying over here for this value dv over dt. So 160 into dh over dv, and this will be equal to dh over dt. And now we can basically find this volume, whatever we found over here, h square plus 8 by 3h, we can replace this value of d uh, h over dv. We can replace 160 into 1 over, because this is d, we require dh over dv, and this is dv over dh. So we will replace here 8 by 3h, and further we can rewrite it as 160 is equal to, we can write h square plus 8 by 3h, and this will be multiplied. Basically we are shifting this part to the other side of the equation, so this will be dh over dt. And h, we know in this case h is equal to 5. So 5 we will be replacing, h is equal to 5 we can replace over here. So h is equal to 5, if we will be replacing, we will be getting 160 is equal to 25 h square. 5 square will be 25 plus 5 into 8 will be 40, so 40 over 3, and this will be dh over dt. And this one will be we will be multiplying this dh over dt. We can find dh over dt is equal to 160, and we can simplify first. This is 25 plus 40 over 3, 40 over 3, and this will be resulting to 115 by 3. So when we shift 115 by 3 to the other side, so it will be 3 over 115, and this will be dh over dt. And if we multiply this by 160, we have to again write 160 into 3 over 115, and this will be equal to 96 over 23, 96 over 23. This will be dh over dt value, and dh over dt in decimal will be what? This will be 4.17, 4.17, and approximately we can write it as 4.2, and this will be our value which we were supposed to find. Hopefully you understood this part also. Now we can move to question number 4, and question number 4 we have to use algebraic integration and the substitution. U is equal to under root x to find the exact value of this integral. Write your answer in the form 4 log a over b, where a and b are integers to be found. So we will be integrating this one. So integral from 1 to 4, and 10 over 5x plus 2x under root x dx, and we can replace whatever instructed to us. So we will be making replacement. U is equal to under root x, and now x will be equal to what? X will be equal to u squared, and dx will be dx by du we can write dx is equal to 2u du. Basically we can write like this, and this is the value which we'll be using for dx. And limit also we'll have to check when limit is x tends to 1, u tends to 1, u tends to 1. So u, when I'll write over here, when x tends to 1, u tends to 1, and when x tends to 4, u tends to 2. So new limits will be from 1 to 2. So our equation will switch to this one, limit from 1 to 2, 10 over 5 u square. X value is u square. So u square plus 2u raised to the power 3 by 2. No, not 3 by 2. Cubed basically. X under root x will be u cubed. So we will write over here, and 2u du will be for this one, for x value, for dx value. So this will be dx value, and the remaining will be the substitution which we have done. Now we can basically multiply this 2 with 10, integral 1 to 2, so this will be 20 over 5u. 5u u basically we can take common also, and we can write like this, u into 5u plus basically this u we can cancel with this u. So okay, so what we'll do, we'll take u common, so it will be 5u plus 2u squared, and this will be u du, and we can cancel this u with this one, and our equation will modify to integral 1 to 2, and 20 we can even write outside, and this will be 1 over, this will be, again we can take u common out, so it will be 5 plus 2u and du. Now this is the integral which we can write in like partial format. So this will be a over u plus b over 5 plus 2u, and this is equal to what? This is equal to 20 integral 1 to 2, 1 over 4 5 plus 2u du. Now we are basically we have to solve this one to find the value of a and b. For that one we will be solving like this. So a into 5, so we write a into 5 plus 2u, and plus b multiplied by u, and equal to, this side is 1, so we'll take 1, and this will be what? We will multiply this 5a plus 2ua and plus bu is equal to 1, and we can take basically u common from these two terms. So 5a plus this will be u common, so inside will be u. I will write properly like this. So 2a plus b is equal to 1. So now we can write a is equal to 1 over 5, and this value we will be replacing in the other equation, which is 2a plus b is equal to 0, and a value is 1 by 5, so 2 into 1 by 5 plus b is equal to 0. So this implies b will be equal to minus 2 over 5. This will be our b value. So these two values we will be replacing and reshaping the integral, which we can write over here. So integral from 1 to 2, 4 how we got this 4? 1 by 5 multiply by basically a value over u. So 4 over u, this will be 4 over u minus, this will be 8 over 5 plus 2u and du. So 4 over this one is u. So I will write properly to distinguish from this one. So 1 over, this was 1 over 20. How we got 4? With 20 multiply by 1 by 5. So we will get 4. And similarly, so 20 multiply by minus 2 over 5. We will get minus 40 over 5, which is equal to minus 8. And these two values we have written over here, 4 and minus 8. Hopefully now it is clear. Now we can integrate this, and integral of 1 over u will be log u. So we write 4 log u, and minus this will be basically integral of this one will be 4 log 5 plus 2u, and why 4? Because it will be divided by 2, so 2 will be cancelled with 8 and we'll get 4. And limits are 1 to 2. We will replace upper limit first, so it will be 4 and log of u. Before applying the limits, we can write log of m minus log n in the format log of m over n. So it will be u over 5 plus 2u, this format, and integral 1 to 2. Now we can rewrite it as, now we are applying the limits, so it will be log of um, u, this will be, this is basically u, this one. So u upper limit we will apply first, so it will be 2 over 5 plus 2 into 2 will be 4, so this will be 4, and minus log of u value will be 1, so 1 over 5 plus 2 will be 7, so 1 over 7, and this value we can basically 4 into, calculate, this will be, first we can apply again log m minus n, so it will be log of uh, 2 over 9, so 2 over 9, this one 5, 2 over 5 plus 4 will be 2 over 9 over 1 by 7, we can write 1 by 7 like this. So this will be 4 log of 14 over 9, 14 over 9, and this will be in the log format which they have asked us to provide. This is 4 log of a plus b, where a and b are the integers. So uh, a is this one, a is equal to 14 and b is equal to 9. These are the values which we have found for this one, a and b. Now we can move to question number 5. Question number 5 says a curve has equation. This is the equation of the curve. Show that derivative is equal to this one. So simply we have to take the derivative. This will be 4-mark question. So a part is simple. We can take quickly the derivative, which is, equation is y square is equal to y e raised to minus 2x minus 3x. This is our question. Now we can take derivative. Derivative of this side will be what? 2y dy over dx, and this will be equal to y as it is, uv formula basically we will be applying over here. So y as it is, and derivative of the second function. So derivative of e raised power minus 2x will be e raised power minus 2x into derivative of minus 2x will be minus 2. So we'll write like this, and plus next will be what? Next will be this is u v. We have taken the derivative of second. Now second function, second function as it is, and derivative of the first, which is dy over dx, and derivative of this one will be minus 3, so we'll write here minus 3. Hopefully you are understanding this step. Now we can basically shift this y uh, minus 2y. This, if we open right another step, that will be better for your understanding. So I'll rewrite minus 2y e raised to minus 2x and plus e raised to minus 2x dy over dx and minus 3. So we will be shifting basically this part to this side. So our equation will become 2y and minus e raised to minus 2x, and common we have taken dy over dx, and these extra lines I will remove, and this is equal to minus 2y e raised to minus 2x minus 3. This is the remaining part. Now we need to find dy over dx, so we'll shift the coefficient of dy over dx to the other side as denominator, so it will be minus 2y e raised to minus 2x minus 3 divided by, this will be 2y minus e raised to minus 2x. Now we can accommodate minus, we can take minus 1 common from numerator. Okay, so I will write over here dy over dx will be equal to minus 1 we take from the numerator, so it will be 2y e raised to minus 2x plus 3, and minus 1 we can take common from denominator, so it will be e raised to minus 2x minus 2y, and these minus 1 and minus 1 will be cancelled, and this will be equal to 2y e raised to minus 2x plus 3 divided by e raised to minus 2x minus 2y, and this will be derivative dy by dx, which we are supposed to find. Now we can move to B part. B part says the curve crosses the y-axis at the origin and at the point P. The tangent to the curve at the origin and the tangent to the curve at P meet at the point R. Find the coordinates of R. So for B part, what we can do, we can meets the y-axis, so x will be equal to 0 because on x-axis, or we can write crosses the y-axis, so we can take x is equal to 0. So if we take our equation is what, our curve equation is this one, y square is equal to y e raised to minus 2x minus 3. So we can take that same equation, and this is the equation which we have written, and x is equal to 0. So this part will be 0 and this part will be 1 because e raised to 0 will be 1. So our equation will be modifying to this one, y and e raised to 0 minus 0, so this will be equal to y. So y square is equal to y, and we can write y square over y is equal to 1, so y will be cancelled, so we can write y is equal to 1. So if x is equal to 0, y will be 1 and our point will be 0 and 1. So now this is our point, and the gradient basically also we can find dy over dx at this point, which is 0 and 1. We can replace in the gradient which we just found this equation in this equation we'll be replacing, in this equation we'll be replacing the value of this point, which is 0 1. So this will be 2 into 1 e raised to power 2 minus 2 and 0 and plus 3 and divided by e raised by minus 2 into 0 minus 2 into 1 y value, and this will be what? This will be so 2 plus 3 divided by 1 minus 2, and this will be 5 over minus 1, so which will be resulting to minus 5. So gradient is minus 5, m is equal to minus 5. So we'll be using this gradient and this point, and point is 0 1. I'll copy here. So we'll be using these two things to write the equation, and equation is what? Equation of line in slope, point slope form will be equal to y minus 1 y minus y1. Basically, if I write the formula, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So this will be y minus 1 is equal to minus 5 into x minus 0. This will be equal to y is equal to minus 5x plus 1, and this will be our equation. And now we can write the second, because the second equation is passing through origin, and if we take the gradient of that equation dy by dx at origin, which is 0 0, will be equal to, again we'll be replacing value in the same equation, 2 into 0 e raised to minus 2 into 0 and plus 3, and this will be divided by e raised to the power 2 into 0, which is 2x minus 2 into 0, and this will be what? This will be equal to this will be equal to 3 will be numerator, and denominator will be 1 minus 0, so 1, so this will be 3. So our gradient value, m value is 3. We will be using m value as 3, and point we will be using 0 0, and these two things we will be utilizing and writing the equation, and equation will be what? Y minus y1, which is 0, is equal to x gradient into x minus 0, so y is equal to 3x. So this will be our second equation. Now we need the point of intersection, so we are running short of space. So what we will do, I will reduce its size so that we can get the space. And okay, so this is good. We have reduced the size, and we'll have to basically just equate the equation and we will get answer. So these two equations will be equating. So 3x will be equal to minus 5x plus 1, and this will be what? 8x is equal to 1, so x is equal to 1 by 8. X is equal to 1 by 8. This is the x coordinate, and y is equal to 3x. Y is equal to 3x. It means 3 into 1 by 8. So this will be equal to 3 by 8. So our R point will be 1 by 8, having coordinates 1 by 8 and 3 by 8. This will be our final answer for this question. Now we can move to question number 6. Question number 6 says figure 3 shows a sketch of the curve C with parametric equation. These are two parametric equations provided, and t is greater than equal to 0, less than equal to pi, and the region R shown shaded in figure 3 is bounded by the curve, the x-axis and the y-axis. And part 1a1 show, making your working clear, that the area of this R is 0 to pi by 4, 32 sine square t cos t dt. So this is our first target which we need to find. So what we will do, first of all, we can identify the points, and these are basically the points. This will be over here, y will be equal to 0. Y will be equal to 0, it means this one will be equal to 0. So we can write 4 sine t equal to 0. 4 sine t equal to 0, this implies what? Sine t is equal to 0. So t will be equal to sine inverse of sine inverse of 0, and sine is 0 for which value? 0 and pi. So pi is out of range is up to this one, so we will reject this pi and we will write out of range. And so we will be taking this value, which is t is equal to 0. This is the value which we will be taking over here. And for the other side, for this point, basically we can take x is equal to 0, and x equation is this one, so we can write x is equal to 0, and this will be x is equal to 0. Basically t is equal to 0, not x. X is equal to 2 cos of 2 of 0. This will be t value will be 0. So if we take t value 0, our x value will be equal to 2, and cos 0 is 1, so x value is 2. This is basically when t tends to 0. This is the limit which we are calculating. Basically x x is varying from what? X is varying from 0 to 2. This is the variation of x, which we can understand from here. And now we can write the integral is what? For a part, which we can take integral from 0 to 2. We found that one, and y is dx is equal to what? Is equal to integral 0 to 2 4, y value is 4 sine t and dx. So x is equal to what? X is equal to 2 cos 2t, and dx over dt we can find, which is minus 2 uh, sine 2t. Derivative of sine 2x will be uh, derivative of cos 2x will be minus sine 2x into 2. So minus 2 sine 2t into derivative of 2t will be 2, and this will be what? Minus 4 sine of 2t. Now formula is what? Formula is sine of 2 theta is equal to 2 sine theta cos theta, and this formula we will be applying, and we will get this one, and this will be minus 4, and sine 2t we can write 2 sine t cos t, this one, and we can rewrite dx is equal to what? Dx will be equal to minus 4 into 2 will be minus 8 sine t cos t, and now we can, this is our dx value, so we can write this one as area of r will be equal to what? Area of r will be, so area of r will be what? Basically we exact area of a part we are done first, and this second is area of r which we are finding. Now this is the second part which we are going to start from here. So this is the second part. So area of r is what? Integral integral we will be taking 4 sine t, and so what we will do, first we will find the limits basically. So we can write x is equal to 2 cos 2t, this is the x value, and cos uh, t, what we can do, we can take cos inverse of x by 2, or first step we can write x over 2 is equal to cos 2t, and now we can shift cos to other side, so cos inverse of x over 2 will be equal to 2t, and 2 also we can shift, and t will be equal to 1 by 2 cos inverse of x by 2. So this will be t in terms of x. Now we can change the limits. So t, according to this one, when x tends to 0, t will be what? X tends to 0, t tends to, if we replace 0, this will be cos inverse 0 will be pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is uh, 0, so pi by 2 multiplied by 1 by 2 will be pi by 4, so this will be pi by 4. And in case of x tends to 2, x tends to 2 will be cos inverse of 1, which is cos 0, so this t will be tends to 0. So our new limit will be, old limit was 0 to 2, and new limit will be pi by 4 to 0. So our limit will be pi by 4 to 0. This will be the new limit for this, and sine of this one into minus 8 sine t cos t and dt. This will be the integral. Now we can switch this one. Basically what we can do when we are switching the limits, sign will be changed, so it will be integral 0 to pi by 4, so it will be 8 into 4 will be 32, minus is gone because we have switched the limits, so it will be 32, and sine t into sine t will be sine square t, and cos t dt. This will be our integral which we have to find. Basically integral value we will be finding for this one. So to find this, when we find this integral value, that will be basically our area of that region which we want to find. So we will integrate. To integrate this one, we can suppose let u is equal to sine t, and du will be equal to what? Cos t dt, and dt over basically we can write dt over du will be equal to 1 over cos t. This is basically the value. Now we can replace u in this one, so it will be 32 we can take out, so 0 to pi by 4, and this will be u squared, and du will value is cos t dt, so this portion is du and this is u, so we will write u squared du, and this will be what? Integral will be u cubed over 3, and limits will be 0 to pi by 4. So now we can replace this value of u, which is sine t. We can write 32 and sine cubed pi by 4 uh, pi by 4 over 3 with this one, and minus lower limit will be 0, so sine 0 is 0, so we'll write 0, and this will be equal to 32, and 3 we can write outside, and this will be sine sine pi by 4 is under root 2 over 2, under root 2 over 2, which we can find with the calculator, so this will be taken as cubed, and this will be equal to this. After cancellation we can write this one as 32 over 3 into this will be 2 under root 2 over 8, and 8 can be cancelled as 4, so we can write 4 into 2 will be 4 into 2 will be 8 over 3 under root 2, and this will be basically the area which we need to find in A2 part. Now we can go for the B part, and B part says show that all points on C satisfy this equation y is equal to square root of ax plus b, where a and b are constants to be found. So this is 3-mark question. B part, we can start with the equation cos 2t is equal to, basically we will equate that one. So by equating, so cos 2t is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square t, basically 1 minus sine square t. So x over, this is basically x over 2 is equal to 1 minus 2 into, in terms of y, if we write, this will be y by 4 squared. So in terms of x, cos of 2t is what? Cos of 2t is this one, cos of 2t, this one. So x by 2 will be equal to cos of 2t from here, and sine of 2t, sine of t, basically sine square t will be equal to y by 4 square. So we have written over here. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can rewrite it as, after cancellation, we can write x by 2 is equal to 1 minus 2 into y square over, this will be 16, and after cancellation 2 will be cancelled and we'll get 8, and this will be what? This will be x by 2 is equal to 1 minus y squared over 8, and we can multiply everything by 8. We will get 4x is equal to 8 minus y squared. This implies y squared is equal to 8 minus 4x, and this implies y is equal to 8 minus 4x under root. This is in the same format over here. This one, ax plus b, so a value is 8 and b value is minus 4. A value is equal to 8 and b value is equal to minus 4, and these are basically the two values, not here, we'll have to write on the next page, basically over here. Yes, a value is 8 and b value is equal to minus 4. These are the values. Now we can start C part from here. We can start C part. We'll go through the question first, and C part says the curve C has equation y is equal to f of x, and this is the equation provided basically, and a and b, this is basically b part which we have done. Now C, state the range of f. For the range of f, basically x is varying from -2 to 2, which is provided over here. X is varying from -2 to 2, and if we check this one over here, if we check this, y is equal to this, so y is equal to 8 minus 4x, and x is varying from what? X is given, x is varying from -2 to 2. So if we use this one, if we replace -2, we will get, if we replace x is equal to -2, we will get y will be equal to 8 minus 4 into -2. So this will be equal to 8 minus plus 8 under root, which is equal to 16 root, which is 4. And if we replace x is equal to 2, we will get what? Y is equal to 8 minus 4 into 2, which is equal to 0 under root, which is basically 0. So f will be varying from 0, it can be equal to 0 and less than equal to 4. This will be basically the range which is required for this question. Hopefully you understood this. Question number 7. Relative to a fixed origin O, the line L has equation. This is the equation provided, and where lambda is scalar parameter. Given that OA is a unit vector parallel to L, find OA, and this is a 2-mark question. So we can start with the given equation. So A part, given equation is R is equal to 1 minus 10 and minus 9 and plus lambda, and this will be 4 and 2. This is the equation provided. OA unit vector will be OA unit vector is parallel to L. So parallel to L unit vector is parallel to L. So we can take this one, basically under root magnitude will be 4 squared plus 4 squared plus 2 squared into lambda squared, and this will be equal to 1, and because this is unit vector, so its magnitude will be 1. So we can write this one, 4 squared will be 16 plus 16 will be 32, 32 plus 4 will be 36, so it will be 36 lambda squared under root is equal to 1. So lambda will be equal to 1 over 6. This is the value which we will get from this simplification. So it means OA vector will be equal to 1 over 6 of 4 and 2 lambda value we replaced over here. So if we multiply inside, so it will be 2 by 3, 2 by 3 and 1 by 3. This will be the required vector. Now B part is saying the point X lies on L. Given that X is the point on L that is closest to the origin, find the coordinates of X. And this is 5-mark question, so we have to find the coordinates of X. For this one we can draw a diagram like this. I have copied over here for you. So B part we can, so shortest distance is this OX. So position vector of point X, this one we can write position vector. So position vector of X will be, point X will be what? This will be equal to 1 plus 4 lambda, which is we are taking from here basically 1 plus 4 lambda, this one. Similarly minus 10 plus 4 lambda and minus 9 plus 2 lambda. So we will write over here 1 plus 4 lambda, and the second will be minus 10 plus 4 lambda and minus 9 plus 2 lambda. This will be the position vector, and OX vector multiply by 4, this one will be equal to 0. So we can replace OX value, dot product of these two is 0, so we will replace this one 1 plus 4 lambda minus 10 plus 4 lambda and minus 9 plus 2 lambda, and this will be dot product with 4 and 2, and this should be equal to 0. Now we can open this one, we can take the product. This will be 4 into 4 multiplied by 1 plus 4 lambda, and plus 4 multiplied by minus 10 plus 4 lambda and plus 2 into minus 9 plus 2 lambda is equal to 0. Now we can open the brackets. It will be 4 plus 16 lambda and minus, basically this should be minus 40 and plus 16 lambda and minus 18 and plus 4 lambda. I'm just opening the brackets and equal to 0, and now we'll be adding the like terms. 16 plus 16 will be 32, 32 plus 4 will be 36, so this will be 36 lambda, and next will be constant, so we can add this 4 plus minus, basically minus 40, and minus 18 is equal to minus 54 is equal to 0. This implies 36 lambda is equal to 54. We can divide both sides by 36 and this will be cancelled. 36 will be cancelled and 54 by 36 is 54 divided by 36 will be equal to 3 over 2. So lambda value will be 3 by 2. We can replace lambda value in x. So x is equal to, we have written this one, x is 1 plus 4 lambda. This one we will be replacing lambda value in this. So 1 plus 4 lambda value is 3 by 2, and minus 10 plus 4 lambda, which is 3 by 2 again, and minus 9 plus 2 lambda, which is 3 by 2, and this will be after multiplication. We can cancel 2 and this will be 2, this will be 2, and this one will be cancelled. So this will be 6 plus 1 will be 7, then 6 minus 10 will be minus 4, and 3 minus 9 will be minus 6. So this will be x value which we were supposed to find. We are done with this B part as well. Now we can move to the C part, and C part says the points O, X and A form a triangle OXA. Find the exact area of triangle OXA, and triangle OXA is basically we have shown over here. This is the triangle OXA, so it's right angle triangle, and this is basically 90-degree angle. We can apply OX. We can find OX will be equal to whatever we x point we found, we can utilize that one. So OX will be equal to, we can take magnitude of this will be 7 squared plus minus 4 squared and plus minus 6 squared, and this will be equal to, we can take square root of 7 squared and plus in brackets minus 4 squared and plus in brackets again minus 6, and this should be squared, and this is equal to 101 under root. So 101 under root, and this is OX. Now we can find OA. OA will be equal to what? 2 by 3 squared plus 2 by 3 squared plus 1 by 3 squared, and this should be under root, and this is equal to what? We can find this also by the help of calculator. So this will be 2 over 3, and this one we have to take square of it and square, and plus again this will be 2 over 3, and again we have to take square and plus 1 over 3, 1 over 3, and its square, and this will be equal to 1. So OA is equal to 1. Now we have these two sides, OX and OA. OX is this side, OX, and OA is this side. So adjacent and basically opposite, we have hypotenuse we don't have. So we can apply this one, uh, half into B into H. So area of triangle OXA will be equal to 1 by 2 into OX into 1, and OX value is, so 1 by 2 OX value is under root 101 and into 1, so this will be equal to under root 101 over 2, and this will be the area which was required. We are done with this question. Now we can move to the question number 8. Question number 8 says, given that y is equal to 1 and at x is equal to 0, solve the differential equation. This is the equation which we need to solve, and giving your answer in the form y square is equal to gx, we have to provide answer in this format, and this is 7 marks question. So A part, we can basically rewrite this equation. X and dx we can take on one side, so 6x over e raised to the power 2x, and dx we can keep on this side, and the other side we can write y raised to power minus 1 over 3 dy. What we have done, we have rearranged this equation in this format. Hopefully you understood this. Now after this rearranging, we can take integral, separate integral. So integral of y raised to the power minus 1 by 3 dy will be equal to, this will be equal to, after integration it will be y raised to minus 3 by 2 plus 1, so it will be 2 by 3 and divided by 2 by 3, and this will be the integral which we can rewrite as 3 over 2 y raised to the power 2 by 3. So this one 2 by 3 is taken as reciprocal, so it will be 3 by 2. Now we can take integral of this side also, and integral of this will be 6 integral x divided by, or we can take minus, so we'll write x e raised to minus 2x and dx, and integration of this will be minus 3x. So we can basically integrate it. How we can integrate it? We will be integrating separately. For example, what we can do, we can apply formula, and the formula will be what? Formula will be integral u dv is equal to uv minus integral v du. This will be the integration which we will be applying. This formula will be applying over here, and if we apply this, this will be what? 6 as it is, and next we can apply, and this will be what? This will be x as it is, so I will put brackets and write x as it is, and uh, integral of this will be what? E raised to the power minus 2x as it is over 2, and this one, and minus integral of, this is uv. Basically what we have done, we have written uv, and this will be integral of e raised to the minus 2x over 2 dx. We have to integrate this portion, and this bracket I will close like this because 6 is multiplying by both terms. Now we can, next step we can write as 6 as it is, and integral will be what? This will be, we can write x e raised to minus 2x over 2 as it is, plus this will be integral of this will be plus 1 by 2 e raised to the power minus 2x over minus 2x over here, and plus c this one. So now what we can do, we can take basically this was minus over here, so we have to write minus over here and minus over here, which we missed. So next step, we can write 6 as it is, and inside will be, after simplification, we can write minus x, and this will be we can write 1 by 2 outside, and this will be minus x e raised to minus 2x minus e raised to minus 2x over 2, and plus c we can write over here, and this will be cancelled, so this will be 3, and our final step will be minus 3x e raised to minus 2x and minus 3 by 2 e raised to minus 2x and plus c. This will be the integration. After this one, we need to find the value of c. For value of c, we will be substituting the point which is 0 1, and 0 1, if we substitute in this, so we will get basically this will be 3 by 2, and 0 value, x value will be 0, so this portion will be 0, and we will get minus 3 by 2 e raised to 0 will be 1, and plus c, so this side will be equal to basically 0, so we can write it as this side will be basically not 0, this side is y, so we can this side will be basically 3 by 2, because 3 by 2 y cubed, 3 by 2 y cubed is the y raised to 3 by 2. So this is the other side which we will be replacing y with 1. So it will be 3 by 2 raised to the power 3 by 2 and 1 raised by 3 by 2. So this implies 3 by 2 is equal to minus 3 by 2 plus c, and c value we can write over here. C value will be equal to 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2, which is equal to 6 by 2, and after cancellation we can write c value as 3, and this c value we will be replacing in the equation. So equation is what, 3 by 2 y raised to the power 2 by 3 is equal to minus 3, which we have integrated, minus 3 x e raised to minus 2x minus 3 by 2 e raised to the power minus 2x, and plus constant in c, so which will be 3 over here. Now we have to just simplify, and what we can do, we can shift this 3 by 2 to the other side, and we will get y raised to power 2 by 3 on this side. This will be equal to 2 over 3 into minus 3x e raised to minus 2x, and minus this will be again 2 by 3 into 3 over 2 e raised to minus 2x plus 3, or we can write separately plus 2 over 3 into 3 like this, and now we can cancel. This will be cancelled, this will be cancelled, and this will be cancelled, and 2 will be cancelled also. So now after cancellations, our remaining terms will be y raised to power 2 over 3, and this will be minus 2x e raised to minus 2x, and minus this will be e raised to the power minus 2x, and plus this remaining one will be 2. Now we will be applying, basically we want to get rid of this 2 by 3, we want square, so we'll take power as cube, so cube on this side and cube on this side we can write like this. So this will be, after cancellation, 3 will be cancelled with this, and y square will be equal to minus 2x e raised to minus 2x minus e raised to minus 2x plus 2 and whole raised to the power 3. This will be the final y square value which we were supposed to find. Now the next part is B part. B part says, hence find the equation of the horizontal asymptote to the curve with equation y square is equal to gx. So for B part, we can write, as you know, as x tends to infinity, e raised to the minus 2x is approaching to 0. So it means y square will be equal to, when e raised to minus 2 will be 0, so it means these two terms will be equal to 0, and the remaining term will be 2 raised to power 3. So we can write here 2 raised to the power 3, and we can take power 1 by 2 on both sides. So square raised to the power 1 by 2 is equal to 2 into 1 by 2, and this square will be cancelled, and this can be written as y is equal to 2 raised to the power 3 by 2, and this one will be our final answer for B part. Hopefully you understood this. Now we can move to question number 9. Question number 9, part 1. Relative to a fixed origin O, the points A, B, C have position vectors A, B, C respectively. Points A, B, C lie in a straight line with B lying between A and C. Given that AB ratio AC is AB ratio AC is equal to 1:3. Show that C is equal to this one. 3 marks question. So we can basically draw a small sketch of this drawing, and this situation will be like this one. We have 3 points basically, if we draw properly. So this will be the line, and the points are A, and this one is B, and this point is C. So we have taken 3 points, and A, this is the origin, so O is this one, and this vector is A, and vector from this one is B vector, so this will be B, and the C vector is from here, which we can indicate, this will be C vector, and 1:3. So AB ratio is 1:AC, and AC is what? AC is complete one. So we will not be indicating like that. So we will indicate like this one. AB ratio AC is what? 1:3. So this much is 1, and this much whole up to C is 3. So this is the situation. Hopefully you understood this situation. So from this diagram we can check for AB vector will be equal to AO minus OB, which we can write as B minus A or minus A plus B, so B minus A. And further we can write for AC also, and AC is equal to what? AC is equal to uh, AO, basically it should be AB is what? AB is AO plus OB, and similarly AC will be AO plus OC, and we can write AO as minus A, so we will write C minus A. This will be our AC vector. Similarly BC also we can write, BC will be BO plus OC, or we can write it as C minus B. So these are the vectors, and with the condition, by the condition of the question, we know that 3 3AB 3 times AC is 3 times AB, so 3 times AB will be equal to AC. This is the equation. So AB is equal to B minus A, so we can replace B minus A is equal to AC, and AC we have found is C minus A. Further we can just open, this will be 3B minus 3A is equal to C minus A, and C value will be equal to 3B minus 3A plus A. So C is equal to 3B minus 2A, and this was the required over here, 3B minus 2A, which we are done. Now the second part, given that n is from set of natural numbers, prove by contradiction that if n square is a multiple of 3, then n is a multiple of 3. So we will suppose to the contrary. So let us suppose for the B part, we will suppose the contradiction. So let us assume there is a number n which is not multiple of 3. So we have supposed that it is not multiple of 3, yet n square is multiple of 3. So n is not a multiple of 3, but n square is multiple of 3. So this is our supposition. We have supposed contrary. Now let n is equal to 3k 3k which is written over here. So n will be what? So n we can take as 3k plus 1, or n we can take as 3k plus 2, and these would not be multiples of 3. So if n is not a multiple of 3, so these two will not be multiples of 3. So we write would not be multiple of 3. Now we can take n is equal to, like for example, n is equal to 3k plus 1, and we will take square on both sides, and squaring will give us n square is equal to we will apply a square plus b square, a plus b, basically a plus b square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab, and This will be 3k squared with 9k squared. So 9k squared plus b squared will be 1 plus 2ab will be 2 into 3 will be 6. So 6k into 1 will be 6k. And we can take common from these two. We can take 3 common, 3, and inside will be 3k and plus 2k, 3k squared plus 2k and plus 1. So we can see that this is not a multiple of 3 because this portion is multiple of 3 and this is plus 1. So it is not a, which is not a multiple of 3. So this is the contradiction. So this contradicts our assumption. This contradicts our assumption. So the contrary will be true. It means n square is multiple of 3. When n is multiple of 3. N is multiple of 3. This is done, and we are done with the paper. And this was an unseen paper, and we have tried our best to explain as much as we can. So hopefully you understood each and everything. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, also press bell icon and like the video, and recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows. Also introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.